That shit fucked me up. That's not weakness. That is what prolonged psychological distress does. If you've been slowly losing your sense of reality in a relationship, this is for you. I'm not telling a story. I'm not diagnosing anyone. We will talk about patterns, because patterns repeat. If you're going through this, you're not stupid. You're just adapting to a system which has been quietly distorting you. The first sign is not chaos, it's confusion. You start explaining yourself a little more than you used to. You start choosing your words a little more carefully. You start replaying conversations in your head over and over again to figure out what exactly went wrong. Not because you're manipulative, because clarity stopped working. And over time, your nervous system stays activated. You stay alert even when nothing is happening, and calm feels suspicious. Another sign, your emotional reactions get used against you. Start shrinking your responses, not to be healthy, but to survive. You aren't choosing silence because you're weak. You choose silence because every attempt to speak turns into friction. Once that association forms, the relationship doesn't need to be loud. You regulate yourself automatically. That's when things look fine on the outside and wrong on the inside. Sometimes it's not that you have nothing to say, it's that you have no room to say it. There are two common responses to the same relational distortion. For some people, it starts slowly eroding trust in their perception. They start checking with others. They start second-guessing themselves. Start looking for external confirmation. For others, it's the opposite. They don't doubt themselves, but they see that something just doesn't resolve. And no matter how clearly they explain, it just never seems to land. So they don't spiral. They pay attention. Different responses, same outcome. You start shrinking yourself just to keep things from escalating. And that is not growth. That is self-erasure. Here's the important part. If you find yourself consistently anxious, alert, and managing yourself just to keep the peace, the question is not what you are doing wrong. The question is, what are you adapting to? Healthy connection does not require constant self-monitoring. And clarity doesn't come from fixing the other person. It comes from recognizing the cost. And that is where it starts.